Hello, everybody, and welcome back to That Real Texas Team Podcast, episode 73. We're doing another mock draft tonight. We're going to be talking about some of the things that we've been seeing in all of the Texans group chats across the social medias and kind of get to some of those concerns. My name's Curtis Brown. I'm the host of the channel. With me, as always, my resident co-hosts, Mike Sincere. You can find him all across the nation at Mass 3 Productions. Like, subscribe, notification bell on YouTube, and anywhere else you can come across at Mass 3 Productions. Down here at the bottom, we got co-host Pac-Man Freestyle, a.k.a. Chris, host of That's Crazy Podcast and Talk. Like, subscribe, notification bell over there. Like, subscribe, notification bell here. We're at 253 subscribers. Those pesky Jaguars are getting closer to 300 every time, and we need to catch up. They're at 297. We are at 253. Let's close the gap, folks. Anyway, so first on the docket, gentlemen, how the hell are we doing?
Oh man,
you want first? You want first shot at that one, Chris?
So how am I doing? I'm actually upset. You know, kind of off topic, but still Houston sports. The Rockets lost last night. They suck.
Bullshit.
They should have won, but they can't make a shot and say they're like, but anyway, that's a shot. Well, other than that, I'm doing stupendous.
Okay, hell yeah, stupendous.
Draft is Thursday. I ain't going to work, so I'll be on time.
Nice. Mike, what about you? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. As I told my fellow host, I'm out here in West Texas, nurturing the tumbleweeds and the dry ass weather.
Hell yeah.
Going from my hotel studio apartment right now.
Real morning.
Like I said, but I'm doing pretty good. Like I said, it's the same thing as this man said. I'm not happy about that Rockets loss. The Astros keep trading back and forth, but you know what? At least I'm not a Jaguar fan.
Truer words have never been spoken.
Duval.
Duval.
Dude. Anyway, so one of the things that I've been seeing in the doldrums of the Texans Facebook groups, Twitter spaces, all that stuff, people are starting to rumble about, do we have enough in the tight end room? Should we draft a tight end? How high should we draft a tight end if we take one? Some people are saying that we should take one as soon as the third round, the first pick in the third round. To which I'm like, hell no. We've got so many issues that we need fixed or at least addressed before we add a deluxe luxury.
Paid Reverend Jordan last year.
Yeah. I mean, he's here for this season. Schultz has this season and next season. And then we've got Stover on a rookie deal. Realistically, we're solid right now. We don't need.
Man, right there, Stover, he's supposed to be what Dalton Schultz is.
Yeah. The problem is, I think he's already like 24, 25 years old.
Oh, he's that old?
Yeah.
I didn't realize he was that old.
Yeah.
Who was?
Stover.
Yeah, Stover was a transfer a couple times.
Yeah. He, I think he was like almost 24 when he got drafted. So anyway, we still have a lot of good depth in that room. Now, did Dalton Schultz play up to potential last season? No. Was last season definitely underwhelming for Dalton Schultz? Yes, it was underwhelming. Wouldn't you be able to say that for, I don't know, most of the offense?
Yeah.
Like, it just wasn't a good year for the offense as a whole. You can blame that on Bobby Slowick. You can blame that on the offensive line. Whatever you need to blame that on. But at the end of the day, the tight ends weren't necessarily targeted a whole hell of a lot to begin with. And the ones that they were targeted with, I mean, hell, didn't Dalton Schultz not even score a touchdown to like week 16?
Bro.
His first touchdown of the
Shit.
season was like week 16.
13, 14. It was late as hell. Yeah, it was late.
So, I mean, when we're not targeting people in the red zone, we're not throwing a lot of balls at these dudes. Like, I'm pretty sure the tight end
Joe Mixon changed that.
Do what?
I think Joe Mixon changed a lot of that.
Yeah, well, to a degree. I mean, it's not like Joe Mixon was getting 5 or 6 catches a game or anything.
CJ lost faith in that man's hands. Dalton Schultz had an issue with dropsies last year.
That's true, but there were also very random occasions that Dalton Schultz would be open. You know what I mean? Like, it would be like 1 or 2 times a game he's open for like a 20-yard pass. And sometimes that was like all you could get out of him. How much of that is Dalton Schultz failing to rise to the occasion? How much of that is Bobby Slowick putting them in a bad situation because he's running the exact same offense from the season before that everybody studied and took notes on? Because we weren't having this conversation about Dalton Schultz last year.
I can agree with that. Like I said, if we really wanted to, the entire offensive failures, we could always dump all of it on Bobby. We really could. There's an issue with Dalton Schultz, an issue of age. It's an issue of effort. It's a lot. Well, like I said, some of the things, it still goes back to Bobby because they said Bobby wasn't that much of a motivator when it came to getting guys to get up and go. Like D'Amico had his defense ready to run through a goddamn brick wall for him. And apparently most of the team wanted to kick Bobby's ass.
Sounds about right. Got a whole team full of Josephs and one Bobby.
Shit, I love it.
That was a subtle King of the Hill joke.
Yeah, I was ready for
it. But
God damn it, Bobby.
God dang it, Bobby. When you sit back and you think about, if we were to add a tight end in this room this year, if it was just going to happen, you want to address that well after you have addressed the biggest needs on the team. Offensive line, interior offensive line, and maybe a tackle. And then a wide receiver, potentially 2 wide receivers. I think you got to take 2. And, if you definitely take 2, you're probably saying goodbye to either Mechie or Hutchinson.
And the thing is, I think even if we take 1, we're saying goodbye to Mechie or Hutchinson. Yeah. Like, if we're talking about this, all right, we bring in a rookie wide receiver. We're still planning on Tank to come back at least by next year. So there's a spot left for Tank to be there as well. Because there's nowhere in hell they're going to just write Tank off right now, correct? They're not done with him. They're going to give him an opportunity.
No,
but they're going to give him an opportunity to come back.
Yeah.
You got Mitch.
Yeah.
You got Mitch or Hutch. Who are you choosing out of those 2?
Oh, I'm choosing Hutch. I'm keeping Hutch. I'm being honest. I'm keeping Hutch.
I mean, it's kind of a toss-up. Feels like Hutch is like the guy who gets open on that one big play every game.
Mm-hmm. Like that one that you just need, and it's always Hutch. He's a big body. And my problem with Mitch is I feel like he might drop the ball. It's not my issue about him being open. It just seems like he'll just drop the ball.
Like I said, when you talk about the intangibles of a receiver, and like I said, that's my mindset of that. What does Mechie do good? Mechie's not a speedster. He's not a great route runner. He doesn't have great hands.
I mean, honestly, we don't even know anymore.
Does he even block well? Like, what can we say that Mechie does great?
I think he does what he does. Well.
I think.
And he doesn't play special teams.
Yeah.
Really? Well, I mean, the man did have cancer,
bro. We're going on 3 years ago now.
I'm just saying.
I'm with you, Mike. I don't think John Mechie brings a lot to the table right now. He would be the most likely person that's cut out of this room, in my opinion. Hutchinson at least brings some value to the table of, those random 40-yard passes that CJ's been scrambling out of.
Did he catch that one in the playoffs?
Yeah.
When CJ was scrambling, he's always catching those. He's not fast or anything, but he's a big body. But he don't drop the ball. He be out there like he be practicing with Nico.
Yeah.
And see, if we put it into this, when you look at Hutch's Hutch is 6'3", 215, 220. He's a big guy like Nico. Yeah. And this guy did run a 4.4. Like, he's not slow.
It seems like he's smart enough to know to come back to the ball, though. When your quarterback's in trouble, come help your quarterback out. And he seems to do that. And it doesn't seem like that's something we know Nico's going to do that. We know like Stephon Diggs would do that. But is best to do that?
No, and the thing is, bringing in, I'm like everybody else. The offensive coordinator bringing in, who's he going to turn into his Puka Nacua?
Yeah.
And the only person I can look at is Hutch and Justin Watson.
Oh, yeah. See, and I forget that Justin.
Oh, I forget he's there too. Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah.
And he's huge. He's huge as well. Justin Watson is just as big as Nico.
Right.
So I want to see how he gets used, because it's not like he was just getting used up a storm in Kansas City.
Yeah.
You know what make me mad? I'll be on the sleeper app and I'll be like, man, I should just choose Justin Watson one time. And then when I don't choose him, he gets the touchdown.
Yep.
And he don't do anything, and then when I choose him, he don't even get a catch.
But with that being said, it's like, if Justin Watson or Hutchinson is your third or fourth or fifth receiver, I think we're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Because Braxton Berrios, as much as I love that guy's speed,
he's depth. He's depth at the very best, and special teams at the worst.
I think he's returning punts, and depending on what we do with Damian Pierce, he might be returning kickoffs.
Yeah. So here's my thing. I think drafting 2 wide receivers is still necessary, even bringing in Berrios and Justin Watson. I think you've got to give competition to John Mechie and Xavier Hutchinson, and you've got to fill that wide receiver 3 spot, at least for this season. You know what I mean? Obviously, we want Tank Dell to come back, but that's probably not happening at any point this year. So, and there's a chance it may not happen next year. He may not come back immediately and be Tank Dell that we know. It might take
like I said, he didn't come back this year as the Tank Dell we know till later on in the year.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I said, the game he got hurt against Kansas City, he was shredding their asses.
Yeah. Yeah. We need people. We need bodies bad in the wide receiver room. Last year, we went into Kansas City in the playoffs with Nico Collins, John Mechie, and Xavier Hutchinson.
Fuck me.
And Jared Wayne. Sorry.
Oh, don't bring that guy. Is he still on the team? I think technically he is.
Technically he is. So
poor dude.
That is the second year in a row that Nico Collins was the only big name wide receiver we had available.
No, not big name. You can say real. You can say viable. You can use a whole, not even.
Yeah. He was the only one. And then you've got, Mechie had a decent playoff run 2 years ago. He had some pretty good games against the Browns and had a couple decent catches against the Ravens. It's not like he was lighting it up, but that was like, oh shit, Mechie can catch the ball.
Yeah. That was after we later in the year when we were just hoping that he did something all year. Because that's basically what we talked about. We don't want to give up on Mechie because he should have something in him. And I'm to the point I feel like he should go. I feel bad to say that. I really feel bad. I really feel bad saying that because
you definitely should. You should feel horrible. You should feel god awful.
Yeah, I feel terrible. I feel terrible to have to say that for multiple reasons. but like maybe he'll be a better fit on a different team. I honestly like Hutch better.
Well, with that being said, there was one other thing. It was a draft. I think whose was it? Was it? I don't remember whose draft it was. They had Tedero McMillan falling to us at 25.
That would be crazy.
You do know if that was to happen, I would actually get pissed if the Texans drafted somebody else. And I'm a Gray Zabel truther. And I'm like, because the thing is, what I would like for this guy that we draft is to be able to play receiver, the wide receiver 1 in case of an emergency.
Yeah.
Because I love Nico. Nico's that guy. What's the likelihood he's going to play all 17 games?
Not very.
Come on now.
He's missed at least 5 games in every season.
Yeah, we're not going to do that. We're not going to mention that. And then
so I would like another receiver that can be a number 1 if I needed him. Exactly. That's why I say if Teddero's there,
yeah.
I know we don't like some of his tangibles, like maybe he doesn't like to practice, maybe he doesn't. And then I'm even bring up something else that I've heard.
Oh, so he's the answer.
The Steelers might have actually really given up on George Pickens.
It's possible. It's possible.
I want another guy that can be a number 1. I want to be the Cincinnati Bengals wide receiver room.
You're definitely right, because there will be instances next season where Nico's resting a hammy, and we're gonna have to trot out Christian Kirk as wide receiver 1.
Oh, fuck me.
So, and let's put this into a full perspective, okay? Nico has missed has 5 games or more in every season. Christian Kirk, the last 2 seasons, has missed 8 or more games. And then we've got Justin Watson, who's been a reserve. Braxton Berrios has been a reserve. And John Mechie has been underwhelming. Xavier Hutchinson, honestly, for what he's like a 7th-round draft pick, I think he's doing pretty well for that.
Yeah, the fact that he's still on the NFL roster after 3 years, he's already beat the numbers.
Yeah.
He only needs 5 years to get tenure.
Like they say, third down, and especially third down alone, those are very important plays. If you're out there making those plays, you'll stay on the field.
Yep.
Because you don't expect that. You might not expect that from him.
And Hutchinson blocks.
Yeah.
I know he blocks. Justin Watson, the reason we brought him in is because he blocks.
Yeah. It's true. So we say all this to say we need offensive linemen. We need wide receivers, not just for the regular season, but specifically we need people who could be available in the fucking playoffs for the first time. Tank Dell, in his 2 years with this team, has made it as a teammate to the playoffs twice and never played it down.
Sounds like a personal problem.
It is for us because it sucks.
Yes, and the thing is, anybody that knows me, Tank Dell every day, all day. I love the guy. I want to see him succeed. I want to see him succeed in the Houston Texans jersey.
Yeah.
But let's be honest. His 2 injuries that he's had were not based on the fact that he's small. No. It had nothing to do with him being small.
Yeah. So look, we need depth at those positions because they have been the bane of our existence in the biggest moments the last 2 seasons. That is priority 1 and 2, or 1 and 1A, if you would like it that way. Then you've got defensive tackle, you've got linebacker, and maybe even a corner. I feel like I feel like those are the main positions. And it doesn't.
Not even in order.
Yeah. Just those are the positions we need to put some bodies in. Obviously the later we go, some of these guys are more of a flyer pick. You're hoping you're getting a guy of high character who's going to come in and fucking kick ass and fight for the spot. Sometimes you don't. But I feel like if all of your options at linebacker and defensive tackle on the top end of the draft go, and you're probably still in the market for at least one offensive lineman and one wide receiver. You know what I mean? Tight end is so low on this list that it honestly shouldn't even be on the list.
Not with 4 under contract.
No. We're going to bring in a fifth dude just to cut Irv Smith.
You just paid him.
Yeah.
If we cut it. No, not even Bill would have done that.
They never.
We bring in a guy. But we didn't bring in a guy just because. When he brought in David Johnson, I'm gonna be honest, I had to recollect myself to like, well, shit, we do need a running back. That was the thought process for me, is we do need a running back.
Yeah, just not that one.
Well, I mean, it didn't help that we didn't have an offensive line either, but
that's my point. We don't need a tight end.
No.
When I went back and looked at the numbers, I was like, okay, maybe we're thinking about possibly trading Dalton Schultz. I looked at his contract. We can't trade Dalton Schultz.
His contract's crazy.
We can't trade him or cut him. It doesn't make sense. The dead cap is damn near what we would have. Like he would have to, God forbid, he would damn near have to rape a chick for us to be like, hey, we just got to get rid of him.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. But if we were to take a tight end, you're taking him in what round? What round would you feel if they took a tight end? You're like, okay, that wasn't a wasted pick. There wasn't anybody else.
Seventh round. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Nah. Seventh round wouldn't even waste my time, because seventh round we don't expect him to be anything. I'd get another cornerback or even another safety in the seventh round with a guy to take a flyer. I'd say maybe fifth round. Okay. Fifth round, I think about it of what's available. The guy has to have a lot of upside. Either I see all the potential for him to be a well-rounded tight end, because that's the only way I'm bringing in a tight end, is if I think there's a future to where he can pass block, run block, and catch the ball and get open on routes.
Yeah.
A Sam Laporta, I'd do it. Yes.
But it doesn't look like we're going to be in range for a Sam Laporta type. So,
no.
There are some guys, Harold Fannin Jr. out of Bowling Green, Gunnar Helm, was it Mason Taylor out of LSU? There's some tight ends in this
Elijah
draft.
Arroyo.
Sorry, I couldn't remember.
Yeah, there's some guys. There are, but
and Luke Lockley that we talked about earlier.
Yep.
I feel like you can get those guys. One of those guys is going to be available in the fifth. It's just what's going to happen. But with that being said, Chris, I think we're ready to pull up that mock draft. So if you want to mentally prepare yourself. Let me see if I can.
Holy shit.
I don't know where all my options went. Anyway, so here we are. We got it pulled up. Chris, if you want to go ahead and hit start on the draft, we'll get this 7th round mocked, rocking and rolling.
Holy shit. Did Shedeur Sanders go first?
When it stops at the Texans, we should actually take a look at it.
Holy shit.
The two sound so nice.
But that's pretty far back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
It's even worse. So I just say reject.
Yep.
All right, let's go see who went.
Yeah, see if we can peep the. Must not scroll like that.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's not gonna help.
Yeah. Oh, that's stupid.
It's all right.
Oh, that's so weak. Oh, can we look at it later?
Probably.
Okay.
All right. So here we are at 25. We've got Matt Golden. We got Josh Simmons.
Nope. There's my guy.
Gray Zabel.
There's my guy.
Tyler Booker's there too. All right, I'm cool with Zabel here. I think he addresses at least the interior offensive lineman need.
Yeah. Like, cause I'm not gonna lie, that physicalness of what Tyler Booker wasn't able to do terrifies me.
Yeah. Scroll up a little bit,
out.
Chris. There we go.
Okay.
You good?
With the Burger, Donovan Jackson.
All right, here we are in the second.
Hell no.
No, I don't like that. No.
What the?
Bro, what kind of phrase are these? I'm gonna skip it. I'm just gonna tell you right now.
Did you see this?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now
the one before for pick 25 was more intriguing. We probably could have still got Zay.
Potentially, but
I'm just
let's take a peep here. Go ahead and hit reject on all that.
Yeah.
All right, so here we are at pick 58 in the second. Do we try to go wide receiver here?
Let's go look at what's out there.
Isaiah Bond is still available.
Wait a minute. Is there more? Hold on. Is this the top?
Yeah, that's the top of the wide receiver room.
Holy fucking
There must
shit.
have been quite the run on wide receiver.
Hold
on. No. Okay.
My bad.
You
good.
Is that the top now?
That's the top now. My bad.
You're good.
Whenever we were on when I was on all of them, I was scrolling up.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. Do any of those receivers scream to any of you guys?
Not a second round.
Isaiah Bond. Not for none of this. No.
I like Kyle Williams. I really do.
Yeah,
but it feels like a reach.
Let's check out some wide receivers or some offensive tackles. Sorry.
Yeah, I would rather offensive tackle.
Damn, it'd be a reach at any of these guys too.
But interior offensive line. Now, obviously, Zabel has played everywhere, so we could probably put him everywhere.
Pete
Rutledge, though.
Yeah.
Exclusively a guard center.
Shit. If you tell me I didn't have to play Laken Tomlinson at all.
Yeah.
And Gray Zabel might end up being our starting center.
Also, let's look at defensive line.
Yep.
Okay.
Shamar Turner's still available. But I feel like that's a reach as well.
Yeah, we pick again at 79, so I would.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're interior offensive linemen again. I think
we don't even need linebackers. Why am I?
Not, bro, because he's not going to play. Whatever linebacker we bring in at this point.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Let me look at running backs. I'm just curious.
We got some here. But I think running back is probably the deepest position in this draft.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because there's a couple of guys I know 3rd, 4th round that should be. Yeah, I'm. Let's fix the whole goddamn offensive line right now.
Okay, so Tate Rutledge.
Tate Rutledge it is.
Be clever.
All right, scroll up a little bit.
Oh, my bad.
You good? You
see
good?
These guys running off the board.
All right.
Bond just went. No,
yeah.
I'm just gonna hit reject on that one. Just gonna hit reject on this one. Crazy.
Oh, hold on.
Oh.
That's for a pick next year, and we're trading back.
No, but that's trade back.
Yeah, I will say if I'm Nick Caserio, I probably do that.
Yeah, but we're not. So
I'm not necessarily. I'm not really worried about next year.
I agree. Yeah, I know. What is they going to do for us right now?
Right.
Yep.
All right.
All right. So here we are at pick 79 in the third round. Let's take a look again at that wide receivers.
Yeah, we got to go wide receiver first. Kyle Williams.
But do we though? Do we? Hold on. I'm scrolling all the way up. Do we?
Bro, I like Kyle. I do like Kyle Williams. Can we see his profile? I want to see what they say about Kyle.
No, we put it. Hold on. Let me see.
Yeah, they don't do like a thing like that on this.
Oh, that was PFF?
No.
Okay, so
look at defensive lineman again.
Ooh.
Farmer. Omar Norman Lott. Those guys
we
are
big ass. For them.
We do pick at 89.
We're at 79 right now, and Omar Norman Lott is player 79. You know, I mean, like
he would be there at 89.
And do you like him over Joshua Farmer?
I don't necessarily like him over Joshua Farmer. I was just, using him as a point of reference.
It is. It's sort of. I can't believe Shamar Turner is still there.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. Let's take a look at the linebackers. Demetrius Knight. Is he more of an edge or is he? No, I guess that's its own category.
Yeah.
He's
not. I didn't think he was an off-ball linebacker.
Oh, I don't know what I'm clicking on. I feel like I should do something.
All right, so we're at 79. Where are we looking receiver wise?
Like the thing is,
89.
I'm gonna be honest. The drop between Kyle Williams and all the rest of these other guys, it's a big fall down. I already told y'all guys, I sort of want a guy
that has upside.
Yeah. And I think let's scan down, let me see who's below there.
See, like for me, I'm thinking we probably go wide receiver here. We go like in 10 picks or whatever, defensive line, and then wide receiver again with the pick following. So what? Let's go ahead and get Kyle Williams.
Okay.
That was an A.
How do y'all feel about that?
Now that one's that one's
very interesting. All of them this year.
Hit the X. Don't reject it yet. Hit the X. Hit the X and let's see who's available before we agree with that.
If I bring this back up.
We might be able to pull it back up. I'm not sure, but we'll see.
Defensive line.
Oh yeah, that's where we're supposed to be at. We just took wide receiver right there.
You see my point, guys.
Yeah. Farmer would be a
I said that it'll probably still
No, but the thing is, I would take that trade because one of those three guys up there at top will be there.
Yeah. That's what I assumed. I should have just clicked for the trade. I don't even know how to get back to it.
I'm looking. Go up at the very, very top of the page. It says trade.
Trade.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And just go to Seattle.
Is that who had it?
Yeah. All right. So it was our third, their third. I think a fifth and a seventh.
Which though?
Shit, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, they're not too far off.
Let's shoot for the high
there too. Throw one of the sevens on there. That was what it was.
Right, go for the trade. Let's see if it accepts it.
Done and done. All right.
And look, and you still got whoever the hell you want.
Yep. All right. I'm still going Josh Farmer. What do you guys think?
I don't have an issue with that. I like Josh Farmer. That's why I say any of those three guys I would actually be happy with.
Yeah.
And I think D'Amico would lose his shit if he could get.
So Josh Farmer.
Yep. Run it. A+. All right. All right. Pause the draft real quick. We're in the 4th round now.
Yes, sir.
We should have an additional. We should have 3 total 5th picks now.
Yep.
We should try to use at least, one of them and a 7th to try to trade up in the 4th.
Oh, okay. So.
Click into the trade again.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So what teams are directly available right there? Like behind our menu here.
Oh, damn it. Hold on. So we got Arizona, Miami, Indy, Atlanta, Cincinnati, and Tennessee.
All right. Let's try Arizona first. All right. Let's go. We've got 2 5s and 3 7s.
Let's number 5 and let's do that first 7th that we just got. Basically what we just got. No, not our first 5th. I want to try to hold on to that one if we can.
Yeah.
I didn't even put that one. And then we said the 7 we got them, right?
We give them the first 7th. Yeah, the 2 that we just traded for.
Yeah. And for the 4th. Not enough.
2026 round 7. See if we can throw that in.
There's a 2026 round 5. That's closer. Maybe we add another 2026 7 and 2026 5. Doesn't really matter. It's not real.
Really add all of them.
No. Holy shit. I want to keep that 20. Let's do the like you said, 7 2 4 7.
Hold on, man.
You gonna go back to Arizona?
No, I'm going to Tennessee because they're at 120. Now we can try the boom and boom. It still ain't enough.
241. 7th round 241.
That shit ain't nothing.
And if you
damn.
That was worse.
Because you're trying to trade in division.
So if the Titans are 120, let's try to find like 125.
Okay, so hold on. We got I did since
it's up at the top.
Yeah, I was just looking.
Oh, okay.
Trying to see if you can see it.
Yeah, I was just looking to see who else we had. No, I wouldn't worry about that. So I'll just restart.
No, trade. We're still trying to trade.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but you wanted to go to 125, right?
No, but we can go to 125, can't we?
Yeah, we can trade for 125 is what I'm saying.
We don't know who 125 is. Can you look it up?
Yeah. When you pull up a team, it shows all their draft picks.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But we don't. I'm saying past 125, 121, getting warmer. 128. Shot Cleveland.
Holy shit! They don't have a 5th.
No.
Hell no.
That's
122.
Want to check Green Bay?
Yeah, let's see what Green Bay will do.
It's so close. All right, so we're gonna do the 5th. We're gonna do the 7th. I'm gonna go ahead and click it. Of course, it's not enough. So we're gonna go boom, boom.
Hey,
that's what we want.
See if we can get like see if we can get like a 7th or something also, just for shits and gigs. Take that one off. Do like a future 7. So it's basically like a pick swap.
I want to let me. Oh, it won't let me click off of it. This is very strange.
What?
Okay, well, why I can't click off of theirs? That's so stupid.
That's very dumb. Maybe pick a different team and come back to them real quick.
Yeah, that was really weird.
Yeah, that was very dumb.
Okay, so we did the round 6 and the round 5, round 7. Yeah. It ain't real. You see. Oh,
All right, I'm cool with it. Run it.
Okay. Oh hell no!
we just got this pick. So now I'm sitting there. Ooh, this is intriguing right here.
Yeah, that one might be the move.
That one is intriguing.
Except they're gonna suck.
Accept it.
Yeah.
We only wanted a 4th round pick. We wouldn't being that picky.
And we basically just got all of the capital back. Hell yeah. All right. Let's look at wide receiver again.
That's where we're going.
All right. I think we could probably wait a little bit on that.
Yeah, we might get a we have so many picks. We might get a trade or something a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm surprised when trade popped up.
Check the running back.
Oh, yeah, we had did that shit. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah. I would love Bashul Tootin. He ran like a 4.3 flat.
I don't have much of an argument with that.
Yeah.
I want speed.
Yeah, I think that'd be the move.
I just don't want Trevor Etienne.
That's fine with me.
Hey.
All right, scroll up, see where we're at. Yeah. Hit all so we can see everybody who's leaving off the top of the board.
How do I hit it? Oh, right here. Okay.
You good. All right, we're back now. And so let's look at the wide receivers, see what has changed.
Nothing.
What pick are we at right now? 160? Okay.
Yeah.
Take
Shows you what they think about these wide receivers. They don't think shit about look. They don't even have a suggestion.
Hey, can we look at cornerbacks?
Yeah, take a peek at the corner.
I like that.
Kobe Bryant done.
Like I really do want to trap. So.
I wouldn't be upset at that. I'm cool with Kobe Bryant.
Let's go with it.
It's A+. What I'm talking about?
Nah.
Yeah, I don't like that. Rejects. Ooh. Oh, what the fuck? Yeah. Okay. Oh, ooh. We can take this one.
Nah. We've got 1,000 picks. We should...
You're right. We do get 1,000. We just be adding players we don't need. All right.
All right.
Like bringing in a tight end.
Yeah.
And the rest of these mean nothing. All right. So
let's check out. Yeah.
Wide receiver.
All right. So Tez is actually suggested now.
Oh.
I'm still not opposed to waiting until we get Thornton.
See how much further he tumbles down.
Well, I mean, we don't have another pick after this for another,
Well, we could have. So we don't take the picks.
I think we.
There was a 6th-round pick in there.
I know, but we're what 34. Fucking. I'm cool with Thornton here. He's a big body guy. He has more top end speed than Xavier Hutchinson. I mean, he literally led the SEC in yards per catch. Mike,
I'm fine with it. I told you I'm fine with it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
deep.
Of
course.
I guess they say we reached.
I would have to assume. But what? We reached like 10 picks? 12 picks?
Yeah.
Garbage.
Not still been there.
So
Hold
we
on a
addressed,
second, guys.
we addressed corner, defensive tackle, running back, interior, offensive line, tackle, wide receiver.
Hello, this is Michael.
Let's take a look at linebacker.
Okay, I'm just looking at what's best.
That's fine.
Right there, Teddy Buchanan.
I'm cool with Teddy.
He suggested, and yeah, A plus.
There it is.
He'll make
Back
up.
in the good column.
Yeah, because like, damn, Dante. That just means he would have been there.
Yeah.
Oh, are we already at our next pick? Oh, yeah, so our picks were so close, so I don't know what just happened. All right, safety. Do we need? I know we don't need a safety.
We don't really need a safety. Let's check out edge.
Quay Robinson, and let's see what they got.
Oh yeah.
Because it's very late. We're down there.
Sorry about that, guys.
Oh, you're good. Let's take a look at the tight end room and see what we got here in the 7th.
I don't know. We'll probably wait.
No, I think let's go ahead and get Quay Robinson. We got all this embarrassment of riches here.
Yeah, he was also an A+. We're already back.
Best.
All
This
right.
is go to all best player available. That's pretty much where we're at now.
Right. Kobe.
Nah.
Keep going. Scroll down a little bit.
Tight end. What we just talking about tight end? Did we take one? We didn't take one.
No, we didn't. We could look at the tight end room again.
So I was just saying.
I know he's the tippy top.
This is pick 249.
Yeah.
Can't get really go wrong.
Eurosic or whatever.
Yeah, like I said, we have an embarrassment of riches that we can just like probably.
And we're back up.
We're back up again. At least what grade did we get? A+.
Yeah.
Offensive tackle. We haven't actually brought in a tackle this entire.
Well,
we didn't. I was
technically, Rabel technically is all of the above.
Tackle or center, all of the above. But
he's 6'6" and he's over 300 pounds. He can play pretty much everywhere.
So we took a cornerback earlier.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
So here would probably be.
We can get a backup running back. We have so much. We have so much extra.
Yeah, we already got two.
We have too many running backs.
Oh, I agree. Y'all just naming things now because we have so many extra picks.
You know what? I wouldn't hate getting another linebacker here.
So let's see what best available is.
What pick are we at? 252.
Yeah.
Best player available, guys.
Shamar Jones.
Best linebacker available.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah. I saw a mock draft taken by us.
But that's a reach, though. That might be a reach.
Ah, forget it. Bro, it's our last.
No, we have so many. I
last
one. I was getting a little.
Go for it.
Screw it.
No, all right, loading the results here.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. If this was to happen in real life,
shit, I don't know what I just did. Go away. I don't care about that. Okay.
Yeah, I think this is like trade recaps. There we go,
guys. If that really turned out to be our draft, I would not be upset at all.
No, not even a little bit. This would be killer.
That's a dream.
Because realistically, yeah, Shedeur Sanders went number 1 overall.
That's crazy.
Dude, where did Cam go?
Keep going down. Holy shit!
He went to
the Panthers.
They were like, "Fuck you, Bryce Young." Miami. All right. Well, look, Chris, if you can, I'm gonna take this off of the screen here. If you can get a screenshot of our draft picks, that would be huge.
I have to actually say, guys, out of all of them we did, that might have been my favorite.
Dad, can you please help me find my Bulbasaur?
Is he downstairs?
No, he's up here.
You sure? Check around your door. That's where I saw him last.
Oh, you saw him?
At some point.
Where did you
I
saw
remember
him?
them days.
Around your door. Go look around your door.
Around the door, baby boy.
Anyway,
no.
If that draft happened, I'm going to be feeling great.
I'll be ecstatic. I know there's some people that'll probably be mad that we passed on Matthew Golden, but I will tell you, I watched Matthew Golden at U of H.
Yeah,
he looked good, but I never, and even what he did for UT, I didn't see first round wide receiver.
Yeah,
don't see it.
I'll be right back.
Which place did you start?
I'm still trying to figure out this screenshot thing. Type it in. Screen. Dang it, no. Oh, there's one other thing. I'm not trying to screenshot my head.
Oh shit. Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
Did you put it downstairs by the front door?
Oh, I hope it did what I thought it did. I don't even know.
Go look and probably better fit. No, honey, I'm still live right now. Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
Right.
Sorry about that, gentlemen. Couldn't find the Bulbasaur. So, but yeah, all right. So that draft happens. I'm going to be ecstatic. I think that's a win of a draft. Now, obviously, we traded back a few more times and is probably more likely. We probably got too much for some of those. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but
the thing is, our first 4 picks are the ones that I'm the most proud of, and we didn't trade anything for those.
Yeah,
those are what they were.
Yeah, it was money. Well, gentlemen, I think we've come to a stopping point here. Do you guys have any final comments?
Oh no.
I'm just ready for it to be over, man. I'm ready for it to be over.
I hear you.
And I'm so glad. The thing is that it's a blessing and a curse. Like, it's not as exciting because we don't have a top 10 pick. But if you have a top 10 pick, it normally means you sucked last year.
Yeah.
So it's like, what would you rather win? Would you rather have a top 10 pick or the AFC South Championship again?
No, AFC South Championship every time.
Not even close.
I don't care if we pick it 25 all the time. Like, we've succeeded at pretty much everywhere in the draft.
I'm waiting to pick at number 32. That's the pick I want.
Yeah, like organically, no trades. Yeah,
no trades. Pick number 32.
Yeah. Well, look, gentlemen, I think this is a good. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I want to thank both of you for taking time out of your day. I know, Mike, you're traveling for work, so I really appreciate you coming on. Chris, I know you just got off of work from a 12-hour shift, and you came on before you even ate. So fucking, many blow jobs in your direction. That's what I'm hoping for you, bud. Not from me, but just I hope that happens. I'm just
He's like, wait a minute, let me get that corrected.
not for me. Not for me.
Not for me.
From your wife.
But in your future.
I hope it's happening for you. You know what? And that goes for everybody. I hope everybody gets head tonight. With that being said, gentlemen, thank you for coming on. Folks, thank you for watching. Go Texans and be good people.
Go Texans.
Okay.
Fuck the Colts and the Cowboys.